Morning guys, Heather from Heather's Zenful Crochet here. Welcome. We are doing a little bit of a different video this week, so I am going to do kind of like a vlog kind of type video for this one. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be week of Summerween. So every day I am going to crochet a Halloween themed plush and they're going to be from my saved free Instagram pattern list. So we're going to work through my free Instagram pattern list as we work through the week of Summerween. So happy Summerween, everybody. I'm really into Summerween. I've never really heard much about Summerween until this year. It's I guess it's getting pretty popular. So I wanted to do a week of Summerween for this video. So today is Saturday, July 19th. And this is going to run through probably next Saturday. We'll do a full week. And I will do a video every day of me making one of my Halloween saved Instagram patterns that is free. So that is what we're going to do. Today's pattern, and like my other videos, we're starting for the very bottom and working up. So we're only doing Halloween themed patterns. So today's pattern is a pumpkin. So this pumpkin, it's a cute little pumpkin here. It is by Crochet by Patty on Instagram, of course. And it looks like, so what she used was Himalayan Dolphin Baby with a 4.5 millimeter hook. So I wanted to do like almost like a velvet type pumpkin. It's not really going to be velvet, I guess, but it's I'm using Premier's Just Chenille yarn. This is from Dollar Tree, $1.25. This color is salmon, so I'm going to use, it's kind of an orangey color, so I'm using this salmon color, and the stem is going to be this light green, and then Just Chenille. I don't have any orange in my velvet yarn. I don't have a whole lot of velvet yarn, and I don't have any orange. I really wanted to do a velvet one, but maybe later on I'll get some orange velvet, make some velvet pumpkins. Anyway, we're gonna do this pumpkin. It looks like it's pretty decently small. Maybe, I guess it does increase up to 6. But, and then it has some cute little eyes in the green stem. So we are gonna get going. So today is like the perfect day to start Summerween. Because we are having a thunderstorm outside. It's thundering and raining, so perfect ambiance to start this. And I'm wearing a little Halloween shirt. I am going to try and wear some Halloween things during the videos this week. I don't have too many Halloween themed shirts, so we'll sprinkle them in here and there. And also, I'm doing something a little different today. I'm not watching YouTube, so I've really started watching the new Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix. So I've been watching that while I've been working. It's really been getting me into the Halloween spirit. So I'm going to be watching Sabrina while I am crocheting, and I'll probably watch that through this entire week while I'm crocheting my Halloween themed items, just to give us more ambiance. So we are going to get going with our pumpkin, and I already tried to get the center pole out of this yarn. That's not happening, so the sleeve is coming off, and we're just gonna have to do the outside pole, unfortunately. Not a fan of doing that because my yarn flips and flops all over the place, but we gotta do what we gotta do. All right. So where's my remote? What did I do with my remote? Oh, it's up here. Okay, we're gonna get going. We're gonna watch Sabrina and crochet a pumpkin for Summerween. Alright, got the body of the pumpkin all done. Got little eyes on. I'll probably put a little mouth on it once I get the stem done. So, I am going to use the light green color, I think. I'm going to turn this on, I think. There we go, that's a little better. I do have a little bit of a darker green one. Oh, maybe I should do the darker green. Yeah, I think I'll do the dark green. Okay, on to the stalk, and then sew it together, and then our pumpkin and day one of our week of Summerween will be done. Okay, so on to our stalk. Alrighty, pumpkin is all done. I did the stem differently than what it said in the pattern because you do the circle, which I did, and then it wants you to do a chain 4 with 3 rows of 4 single crochets. I don't do that. I could have done 6, I guess, but I made it more like a little leaf instead of like a stem, I guess, and then just tied it on. So I think I'll use this little scrap piece of black and put a little smile on him. Should I do a smile? Maybe something else. He is a little spooky pumpkin after all. Let's see. Let's see what I'm feeling here. If I have enough yarn, maybe. I like the little mouth. It's cute. Perfect for a spooky little pumpkin. I like that. That's really cute. Okay. Ready for his little mouth? Oh, look at that. Cute little jack-o'-lantern mouth on him. Aw, he's cute. Alright, so this is the pumpkin. No sew. Well, no, it is a sew because you got to sew that on. But let's see. Just a free Halloween pumpkin by Crochet _by _Patty, P-A-T-I. I will obviously put all the links to the patterns down in the description. Day 1 of Summerween is all done. So anyway, guys, day 1 all done. Stay tuned. Hello. All right, today is day 2 of our week of Summerween. The next pattern in my list of spooky patterns is so this is a collaboration pattern release. It's a ghost and a spider. This one is just for the ghost. Let me see what it says. Okay, so the ghost is by Straight Up Handmade, and then the spider is by Kais Creations, Kais .creations with a K. So this one is only for the ghost, and then you have to go to Kais Creation to get the pattern for the spider. So this one is just for the ghost. So I'm not sure how far up the list the spider is in my list, but I think it might be the next one, but I'm not positive. So For day 2 of Summerween, we are doing a little ghost. And it's got cute little eyes. Got cute little like colored eyes. I do have some colored eyes that I might probably use. I really like the green eyes. Of course, you know I like my green. So I'll probably do green eyes. Hopefully I have green eyes. There's also an optional bow that you can put on it. I don't think I'm going to do the bow. Not this time anyway. And I am going to use Renat Baby Blanket in white for my little ghost with my 5.5 millimeter hook. If I have it over here, I do. And we are using, of course, our little Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees hook, 5.5 hook. All right, and we are still watching Sabrina on Netflix for our spooky Halloween vibes. And it was raining earlier, so we're still got the rainy vibe going too. So really into the Halloween spirit this week because of the weather and what I'm watching. So we are going to get started on our little ghost. Okay, went and got the eyes and went ahead and finished the ghost. Now the eyes are cat eyes, so but they look pretty cool on him. Can you see that? I think that one's just a little bit crooked. Yeah, a little ghosty with the little frill on the bottom. I think I might make some more of these in like different colors. So if you go to the stores, I went to Dollar General yesterday and they've got a section that they're calling Summerween. Everybody's doing Summerween. But they have little ghosts that are, oh my god, they're so cute. They're like a really pretty like pink color and iridescence and just really pretty colors. So I think I'm going to do some ghosts in some different colors. So you may have already seen the video. I don't know. I'm going to try and do a video about making all ghosts in different colors. We'll see. We'll see if that happens or not. So anyway, day number 2 of Summerween is all done with a little ghosty with some pretty green eyes. All right, so stay tuned for day number 3. Like I said, I'm not sure what the next pattern is, but we will both be surprised together. So stay tuned, and I shall return in a few. All right, guys, it is day 3 of Summerween. Welcome. Today is the next pattern in my free Instagram list. Next one up, and it is a ghost bee. Well, if I can get my, here we go. And it is by Northern Girl Crochet. A little bee in a ghost costume. It's so cute. So that is our next pattern that we're working on today. All right, I've got all my yarn. I've got Premier Basic Chenille in yellow and black and Renat Baby Blanket white. So those should be the only colors I need. I've got some eyes here for the eyes. And it looks like we are going to be starting by making 2 wings. I didn't see wings on those, but they must have been in the back side of it. So yeah, we're going to make a couple of wings after I untie my knot. Oops. And we are still watching Sabrina. And it is still cloudy outside. Today's going to be the last coolish day of the week. Today's high was 83. And that's the coolest day this week. We've got a heat wave coming in. Starting tomorrow, it's going to be in the 90s with heat indexes over 100. So, yuck. I am not a fan of heat or summer. I am a fall girl, as I have said. And I don't have a stitch marker. Oh my goodness, seriously, I think I dropped it. Yep, dropped it. So yeah, it's gonna be hot, balmy, icky weather outside. So me, in true fashion, I am going to pretend like it's fall outside and try to stay as cool as possible in my house and pretend like it's fall out by watching Sabrina and crocheting Halloween items. Alright, so starting with wings and watching Sabrina. Alright, 2 wings done. And now starting with the body, we start in white. And we start with the ghosty part, I guess. Okay, the bee is all done. Little cute bee ghost. Oh, I think his wings, I need to tack the side of the wing down a little bit. They look terribly crooked. They don't look too bad. I don't know. They do look crooked. I don't know. I'll have to fix that, I think. Alright. Little ghost bee is all done. He's so cute. Alright. Northern Girl Crochet is the designer on this one. Free pattern on Instagram, of course. Got little antennas, little bobbles for his feet. That's cute. And hers were keychains. And Heather's Info Crochet, True Fashion. Mine is bigger, of course, than what they have on the pattern. So this will not be a keychain. It will be just a cute little bee. One leg, I think, is a little off too. Gosh darn it, I knew I should have done 5 between those legs instead of 6. But what do you guys think? Day 3, little ghost bee. Day 3 of Summerween is all done and in the books. Alright, stay tuned for day 4. Good morning. It is day 4 of our week of Summerween. Today we are doing the other half of the collaboration patterns from, I think it's Kay's Creation and Straight Up Handmade. So I think it was day 2. I made the ghost that they had collaborated on. Well, now I am at the spider that they collaborated on. So they had 2 patterns. It was a ghost and a spider. And now I am at the spider. Okay, so the spider is actually Kay's Creation. K-A-I-S .creations with a K. And it's really kind of cute. It's got almost like the octopus tentacle type where they curl. The legs are kind of curly. And they put, let's see, they put 3 sets of eyes on it and then like fangs. So kind of cute. So I'm going to make this one. Kind of curious to see how the legs come out because they're curly. But I picked out my yarn. I wanted a purple yarn. And this is the exact purple that I wanted for the spider. It is a little bit thinner. I don't think it's Premier's just Chanel. I'm not sure what yarn this is because it doesn't have the label, but It was in my bin of Premier Just Chanel yarn. You know, the like Dollar Tree type yarn. It's not that one because that's a different purple. And I think this yarn, yeah, it's a little bit thicker than the Just Chanel. So I'm not really sure what yarn this is. I really don't know. But I like the color, so I'm going to use this color. And I'm going to use a 4.5 millimeter hook with it because that's the size I use for the small Premier Just Chanel yarn. And then I've got my container of eyes. I'm going to use colored eyes for at least the front two eyes. I'm just not sure what color I'm going to want to use yet. So I have my container of eyes over here just to see which color I think goes best with the purple. And I kind of wanted to use a smaller yarn as well. There is some other purple yarns that I thought about using, but they're quite a bit bigger. I wanted to see how big the spider is in a smaller yarn before I go big. So that is why I am also choosing this color. So the spider is all one color in the pattern, and I am going to do all one color for time's sake. So, alright guys, just kind of wondering if you're liking this week of Summerween. So if you're liking the video so far, make sure you hit that like button. Really helps the videos get pushed out. But yeah, just leave a comment down below if you like the format of this video, kind of doing one pattern a day for Summerween, but all in one video. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do like a whole week's worth of clips of making these Halloween patterns and put them all in one video for you guys. So if you are liking this video, let me know and hit that like button for me if you would. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get started on our little spider here and continue watching Sabrina. Okay guys, spider is all done. That's pretty cool. I wasn't sure if I would like these legs, but I kind of like them. They give it a extra little kind of a creep factor. And there is 8 legs, but it looks like there's kind of more because of the way they curl. I'd put blue eyes in the front and then just black eyes on the side. Now I did screw up the pattern just a little bit. I did a leg, and then in the next stitch I did another leg, next stitch another leg. I didn't realize in the pattern you're supposed to do a leg and then single crochet and then undo the leg. So there's supposed to be a stitch in between each leg, and I read it wrong, so there's not, but still looks really good. I love this purple. It really is. It's like brighter in the camera, but I still really like this color. The legs did take a little while to make. I didn't time myself to know how long it took me to make. But if I make it again, I would use a bigger yarn. I mean, this size is a really good size, but to get the money out of it, especially because of the time the legs take, I'd probably need to use a little bigger yarn. And it's flat on the bottom. Yeah, I like it. It is really cute. I think I do want to make some, like a bigger one. Just not sure what kind of yarn I would want to use. I do have some like different shade of purple and big twist plush. That'd be a pretty big spider. But yeah, if you guys want me to make a bigger one, put a spider emoji down in the comments and I can make a bigger one and show you guys a bigger one. But day 4 of Summerween is all done with a spider by Kay's Creations on Instagram. Really cute. All right, guys, so stay tuned and I will be back with day 5. Morning. Happy day 5 of Summerween, everybody. We are back with a new pattern today. I was going through my Instagram with patterns that I have. So technically the next Halloween themed pattern, actually it's this one. Well, I don't know. Now I'm questioning. So there is this one. It's actually a love potion. It's a Valentine themed one, but I could make that into a Halloween themed love potion, like a Halloween spooky potion. You know, I could make the bottom green and the top gray or something. It's a love potion, but I could make it spooky. Because I could do, let me show you, I could do the bottom of the bottle this green color. And the top gray. And then the little cork, obviously, I can just make brown. I think I'm going to do that. I originally was not going to do that. I was going to make something else. Okay, I think I'm going to do this because I can make it spooky themed. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to do the love potion and make it green and gray for Summerween. I kind of like that idea. Okay, I'm going to do that. Now, on theirs, they have like little safety hearts on there. So I'm wondering if I should do like eyeballs on it. I don't know. I'll put some on there, see if I like it or not. But we will go ahead and get started on our little not love potion. What kind of potion should this be called? Sleep potion or something like that, I guess. I don't know. All right. So we're going to make this little potion bottle. That's cool. I'm glad I thought of that. That's kind of cool. I like this. All right. Day 5. Summerween is going to be a potion bottle. And we are, of course, going to keep watching Sabrina. Okay. I haven't put the backs on these yet, but I've put like several eyes around the little potion bottle. And they're supposed to be ones that you put the colored discs behind, but I can't really tell. They just look like the black safety eyes. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or just leave it as a potion bottle without that on it. Almost looks like bubble tea. I don't know. I think I'll leave them off. Yeah. It's not quite reading what I was thinking in my head, so I think I'll just leave them off. Okay. That's that, I guess. We'll just make the potion bottle. All right, the little potion bottle is all done. I love the little cork. Look how cute that is. I love the way it was, they designed that, how you do that. That's so cute. All right, so I got the green and the gray. So cool. You could do this in so many different colors. You could do, ooh, red and black. Ooh, red and black would be cool. You know what would be even cooler? I have red sparkly and black sparkly velvet yarn. It'd be smaller than this. But that would be super cute to have sparkly yarn. Because you know how some potions are like shiny? That'd be really cute too. Really a lot of different options you can do with this pattern. Sorry, I might, no, don't do it. My tablet went to sleep, so now I gotta find the pattern again. So sorry, guys. I don't know, this kind of gave me an idea. I did this, I changed this to a spooky type theme so I can do this for summer. Okay, so this was handmade by Nickel. Her free love potion bottle that I made into a spooky version. So the next two patterns in my list, I don't think I'm going to make. They are Halloween themed, but I already have a couple of these in my inventory because I made them last year and they didn't sell. So I don't think we're going to make those again until those items sell. I don't want to have more of an item that's not going to sell. So the next pattern is a ghost, another ghost, but that's okay because that's what I was going to do for today's video. I was going to make a ghost, but I was going to make a pink ghost because if you have seen any of the Summerween items out in the stores like Michael's, it's going to be pink. So stay tuned for that one. Next, actually I'm not going to look for the next pattern. I don't really like looking ahead. I only looked ahead for tomorrow's because that's the pattern I was going to do today, but changed my mind on a whim. So anyway, day 5 Summerween is all done. We made a little potion bottle. This is going to be so cute. You know what would be really cute? If I did a whole theme in my booth, because I have a little shelf. On that top shelf, I made it look like a little alchemy lab. That would be cute with potion bottles. The 2 patterns I told you I wasn't going to make was a crystal ball and a bubbling cauldron. I already have those items. I could put those out there, make some more potion bottles, get some, maybe like some of that kind of like the spider web stuff that you put outside, or some black like mesh cheesecloth stuff. That would be really cute. I think I might do that. That's a really cute idea. I think I might do that. Just thinking out loud. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea for my booth, is to make it like a little alchemy lab on my shelf. I like that idea. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Little potion bottle for day 5 of Summerween. And I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Morning, Heather from Heather's Info Crochet. Welcome. We are on day 6 of our week of Summerween. So we are crocheting another free pattern from my free Instagram list. Yesterday I said I was going to make another ghost because that was the next pattern in my list. But I got to thinking about it. I don't know that I want to make another ghost. We've already made a ghost for this series. I don't really want to make another ghost. I know that it's the next pattern in my list, but I think since we've already made a ghost, I'm going to skip this pattern and go to the next pattern. The next pattern, it is a free pattern, but it's a bigger item. This pattern, let's see, is by Chrissy Spooky Crochet. I really like it. It is a Crystal Lake Killer pillow. So it is a pillow made to look like Jason Voorhees' mask or face. How cool is that? So this is going to be a bigger project, so I am going to make this one. I've been wanting to make this one for a while, so I'm really excited to make this one. Yeah, I think we're going to skip the ghost and we're going to make this the Crystal Lake Killer pillow. I really like making pillows. My pillows don't sell quickly, but if I have sold a couple of my pillows in my booth, so I think this one would probably sell pretty good because of the Halloween theme, and people just love Halloween horror themed things. So I am going to do that, I believe, for day 6. So we're going to get started on making our Crystal Lake pillow. I'm obviously going to use white Bernat baby blanket in white. And we are going to keep on watching our Sabrina. So I'm going to just jump right in here today. Okay guys, I had to continue with the pillow off camera because it took a lot longer than I expected, and it's a lot bigger than I expected. Are you ready for this? It's not done. I still got to embroider some of the details. But look at this. Look. Look at this thing. It is comically huge. What's that? Okay, so the picture does not look, no, the picture is not this big. So I don't know what kind of yarn they used. Elise Veludo yarn. Is that smaller than Bernat blanket? This is Bernat baby blanket. And they used, let me see. They didn't, oh, a 6mm hook. And I used a 5.5mm hook. But their pillow is not this big. I don't know why. I don't know why my things always turn out so much bigger. Well, I do, because I do use bigger yarn than most patterns, but I've never used Elise Veludo to know how big it is. But they use a 6mm hook and I use a 5.5. But yeah, okay, so the front is the Jason mask, and then on the back they use just a brown yarn, but I didn't have any plain brown yarn. Well, I did, but I didn't think I had enough. But so I used like a variegated brown yarn, because if you've ever watched the movies, Friday the 13th movies, Jason's actual face and head is really deformed and icky. So I thought this kind of variegated yarn would be okay because, you know, the deformity of the head and skin and stuff so I thought that kind of yarn would be okay. But it is looking really good. But on the picture, so they use 50mm safety eyes for these. I obviously did not have that big of eyes, so they said that you could crochet them. So I did. I crocheted the big eyes and sewed them on. And then she had the red details from the hockey mask. Sorry, fluff. And then she used other safety eyes for the holes in the mask that go here and here. But I'm not going to use safety eyes because, it's a pillow. You don't want, if you're actually going to use it as a pillow, you don't want hard safety eyes that you're going to be laying on now. So I'm going to embroider some of these details on, I think. So, let's see. So in the picture, see, they've got like the nose hole, and then there's holes down the side of the red marks, and then holes on the top. So I'm going to embroider some of those, I believe, to get that detail, because like I said, I don't want to use safety eyes because that's just going to be way too hard to lay on, because it's a pillow and this thing is ginormous, and it would make a really amazing pillow. And I made sure not to stuff it too much because I wanted it to stay kind of, oh my goodness, stay kind of flattish, but it's still a thick pillow. But I didn't overstuff it. I didn't want it to be a huge rounded pillow. So I'm going to attempt to embroider these holes on the mask, see how it comes out. So probably going to do a time lapse of me doing this. Oh yeah, and when I was making my pillow, what did I do with my, oh there it is, making a Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th pillow, I was using my Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th hook. Isn't that cute? Okay, anyway, here we go, embroidering our holes on our mask and watching Sabrina. Okay, I got the embroidery all done. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Sorry. The little fuzzes that come out from where you embroider just irritate me. Okay, guys, look! Look how cool that is. Got all the holes on the top. I followed kind of what she had on her picture and what actual pictures of his hockey mask look like. I really, really like it. So, I don't know if, I probably have not said this on my channel before. Maybe I have, I don't know. But anyway, my favorite horror movie is actually Friday the 13th. I love watching them every year. It's one of the first movies I have to watch every spooky season. I actually grew up watching that movie, so it's nostalgic for me, so I love watching it every year. So yeah, that, once I can figure out how to watch it, I tried to look it up the other day to watch the Friday the 13th movies, but so I don't have cable, I have all streaming services, but you have to pay to watch it on everything. Just ridiculous. But if I can find a way to watch it for free, then I might watch Friday the 13th movies while I crochet some of my stuff for the 100 Days of Halloween. So that is hopefully in the plans as well. But yeah, what do you guys think of this gigantic pillow? I haven't even measured it. Let's measure it real quick. I've got my retractable measuring tape here. Let's see. We have got It's 19 inches wide. 19-inch pillow. Oh, look at that. That just, from the top of my head to my elbow. That's insane. It's huge. So if you make this pattern, just know if you use this similar yarn, burnout baby blanket, or something similar, it's going to be humongous. So you might want to use something a little bit smaller, but I do love how soft it is. Oh, I probably need to sell it, but I don't know. I might keep this one. I'd probably have to get like $60 for this thing. It's huge. My other pillows, I usually sell, depending on the detail, are $35 to $40, and I have a big old unicorn pillow. I think I have $50 on it. So $60 for this probably isn't out of the realm, but I don't know if I can get that for that or not. And I'll probably have to put this in my booth. I probably can't sell this on my Etsy because I assume Jason Voorhees is a trademarked, copyrighted image and name. I'd have to look it up, but I don't like to take that risk. So this will probably just be in my booth, but, or unless any of you are interested in buying it, you know, just contact me, DM me on my Instagram and let me know. But yeah, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th pillow by Chrissy Spooky Crochet, free on Instagram. Look at that. Really like it. It's super cool. All right, guys, that is day 6 in the books of our week of Summerween. All finished, all done. So stay tuned for day 7, and then I am going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Do a recap of everything we made through the week. So stay tuned. I'll catch you in the next clip. Hello, welcome. Heather from Heather's Zenful Crochet. Welcome to day 7 of our week of Summerween. This is our last day, so day 7 of our week of Summerween. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I've really been having fun with it, so hope you are too. Our next pattern is a free one, of course, from my list on Instagram by Chrissy Spooky Crochet. So this is a bat. I'm gonna make sure, yep, okay. I had to make sure I was following her. So this is her Sally the Sad Bat free pattern. Trying to get the little cute sad bat. So it looks like it's a bigger pattern, but I'm gonna use Posh, so it doesn't turn out huge, because you know everything I make turns out huge compared to the pattern. So I'm gonna use my Big Twist Posh, and it's in the color purple. I don't have the band on it for some reason. I don't remember what color name this one is, but we are going to get started on our little bat here, and we are going to continue watching our episodes of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And today I'm wearing my Hocus Pocus shirt for the last day of Summerween. So happy Summerween, everybody. We are going to get started on our little bat. All right, so I got my eyes in. I honestly am not sure what size they are, but they're big. They're probably 20, 24 maybe. I'm not sure. My black safety eyes don't have, they're not labeled. But this is how it's coming along. It's coming out way bigger. Good thing I didn't use blanket yarn. It's still gonna be huge. We are just now starting the decrease rows. Got one row of decreases done. 6 more to go. And then I've got to make the ears and the wings and sew them on. All right, the body of the bat is all done. Big old batty bat. So apparently I didn't read the pattern all the way through. I just thought it was just decreases all the way through. There were supposed to have been bobble stitches here for little feet. Oops. Oh well, you don't have feet. Well, I guess that's a lesson to read the pattern before you just assume. I've done that before, you know, haven't we all? Hopefully I'm not the only one. But anyway, it's missing 2 little bobbles down here for feet. What are you gonna do? It's just gonna be feetless. So now we're gonna make the ears and the wings and then sew it together, and then our little bat will be done. So we'll see how long that takes. All right, so that took me just under an hour to make the body of the bat. So we will continue on with ears and continue watching our Sabrina. Alright guys, the bat is finally done. All the parts are sewed on. It's cute. Look at that. The wings are really small, but I think that makes it even cuter. Aw, that's so cute. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think I really like it. It's really, really cute. Aw. The tiny wings just really make it, I think. I'm really glad I followed. I thought about making them bigger because they were really small, but I'm glad I didn't. It really makes it super cute. Alright, so, and I did mess up and forgot the little legs, but it's alright. It's still really cute. I love how big the ears are. Pretty evenly sewn on, if I do say so myself. I'm getting pretty good at that sewing thing, guys. Alright guys, if you saw the final bat, put a bat emoji down in the comments. Let me know that you got to see this final cutie big ol' batty bat. Sad Bat by Chrissy Spooky Crochet. It's free on her Instagram. I'll link it down in the description below for you. Really cute. I really like it. But this was made in Big Twist Posh, so just keep that in mind and how big it turns out. So you make it in anything bigger, it's going to be humongous. So a little bat for you for the last day of our week of Summerween. Nope. Yes. I'm making two videos at the same time, so I got confused of which one I'm doing. So yes, day 7 of Summerween, last day of Summerween. Made a purple bat. So yeah. Alright guys, make sure you liked the video if you liked this. Hope you did. I thought it was really fun. Subscribe if you're not already. I am doing the 100-day of Halloween countdown as well. So if you want to see all those makes, I'm making a spooky Halloween item every day for the countdown of 100 days of Halloween. So if you want to watch those, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. So thank you all so much for joining me for our week of Summerween. Hey guys, so I forgot I wanted to do a little roundup of everything we made for our week of Summerween. Sorry, I'm going to adjust the camera just a smidge. I wanted to do a little roundup and just review everything that we made for our week of Summerween. So we are going to review that. So day 1, we made this little pumpkin. I made this with Premier Just Chanel. Cute little pumpkin with the little jack-o'-lantern mouth. So day 1 was a pumpkin. Day 2, we did our little ghosty guy with the little green cat eyes. And I've already got a tag on it, getting ready to take it to my booth. Day 3, we did a ghost bee, or a boo bee. A little ghost bee. It's so cute. I think I might, I don't know, I might list some of these on my Etsy for this season. Especially this one. It's super cute. Alright, that was day 3. Day 4, we made this cool little spider. So the ghost and the spider were together. Well, they were a collaboration between 2 designers, Case Creation and Straight Up Handmade. So they created these patterns together, but we made them separately. But look how cute that little spider is with the little curly legs. And blue safety eyes, and then the other safety eyes on the side. I don't know why that was down in the corner, sorry. Alright, day 4. Day 5, we made our potion bottle. I love that thing. I'm probably going to be making more of these. Day 6. Remember day 6? This ginormous Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees pillow. I really, really love this. Really love this one. Like I said, it's huge. Didn't expect it to be this big, but it is what it is, and I just love it. Love it, love it. Day 7. Of course, we just made it. Was our little sad bat. Yeah, cute with his tiny little wings, gigantic ears. He's so cute. Now, I didn't realize until I was reviewing my other videos that these 2 patterns here are by the same creator, Chrissy Spooky Crochet, and they are both free on Instagram. So go check her out. She's got some cool designs and patterns. Super cute. I don't know if I can get a shot of them all together or not. Bear with me, guys. I'm taking the tripod off the desk. I'm going to turn the camera around. Alright, here we go. Here we are. We are all 7 days in one shot. That pillow is just huge. Try to get it in there. Pumpkin, ghost, ghost bee, spider, potion bottle, sad bat, and our Jason Voorhees pillow. How cool is that, guys? All right, here we go. Okay, so our week of Summerween, guys, is all done. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in our 100 Days of Halloween. Have a great one.